What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NBA show for Friday, January 22nd. 11-game card, a beauty card. To check out the entire show, just hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. All right, let's move on to
that Magic. Oh my God.
Magic Pacers. I'm going to pull him in and out right now. We've got him blurry. I'm going to pull him in and out and see if we can get him less blurry. And there we go. Okay. So, Wham, I'm going to pull you out once in a while when you're getting blurry.
I appreciate it.
Magic 7-8 on the road, 4-5 away. Pacers 8-6, 4-4 at home. So there's not a full market for any of these 7 p.m. games. And thankfully, FanDuel has the balls to give us something to work with. And that is the Pacers as 3-point favorites. These Pacers as 3-point favorites. They're 8-6, 4-4 at home. We're at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Magic last 5 games paced 21st in the NBA, 98.5 possessions a game. Pacers are 7th at 101.6 possessions a game. The Magic snapped their 6-game losing streak with a 97-96 win at Minnesota on Wednesday night. The much maligned Cole Anthony hit the winner, and we've been all over him. Big shot, still
big time.
Still 13 points and 3 assists. I mean, he can score, but there's very important role and jobs for a point guard, and distributing the ball and not just getting across half court and passing it to somebody, but actually creating scoring chances by slashing and feeding, and that's what he's not doing. Fournier returned from injury and played big, 24 points, but he's one of those guys who, if he's not scoring, he's not doing shit. He's not playing well defensively. He's not getting any rebounds. Right. He's not getting assists. But he's put up 24 points. Vucevic, 28 points, 8 boards, 4 assists. Michael Carter-Williams questionable with the foot injury. Mo Bamba out due to COVID protocols. Al-Farouq Aminu is close to returning from his knee injury, but he won't be available here. So I was on the Magic, -4, one of my losses. They scored 10 points in the second quarter. And they came back to actually win the game. It was very frustrating. They scored 32 points. They were up 9 after the first quarter, and I was like, oh, I'm in business. I'm right. Pacers are coming off their second straight loss, 124-112 setback at home to the Mavericks on Wednesday night. This was a bad week by Wham and I, and Dutch was close to moving on the Mavericks, and I hope we didn't screw that up there. They've lost their last 2 games by a combined 45 points. They were once a strong defensive squad, no longer, or those days are seemingly over. Sabonis went for 25 points, 10 boards. Brogdon went for 26 points, 5 assists. Miles Turner listed as questionable with a hand injury. TJ Warren and Karis LeVert remain out of lineup long term. Pacers, Magic, this is another situation where I sit here and go, well, how do we not take these Pacers -3? I don't know how we don't, but they've lost their last 2 games by 45 points. Let's go with Dutch Boy Fresh to get us started here. Magic Pacers.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, I'm right with you, my man. Now, the Pacers aren't the team that they were probably before the Oladipo trade, and obviously before Warren went out, and now with Miles beat up. But I still believe they are a better team than the Orlando Magic, especially with with Fournier being in and out, and obviously Fultz, being out. That was a huge shot by, Tar Heel, Cole Anthony. But at this point, the Magic are 1-5 ATS in the last 6 on the road. They're 1-6 ATS in the last 7 overall. And the Magic are 6-4 ATS in their last 20 versus the Pacers. Now the Pacers are 2-1 ATS in their last 3 meetings and a +8 margin. But when it just comes down to the matchups, I really like what you're seeing from the Brogdon against what you mentioned, Cole Anthony. Yeah, he's gonna make some shots. He's gonna hit them here and there, but he can't defend at an NBA level at this time. You tell me someone who's gonna come off the bench and do that. So I would look for Brogdon. Haven't went too heavy in the props, to be honest with you, because I did have some couple things going on earlier. Maybe something out later. But I love this look, Jim. I expect the Pacers here to win this game by double digits. I don't expect it to be close. This is a get-right spot here. This is a, hey, pat myself on the back, we're not that shitty of a team spot with the Pacers, if you ask me.
Pacers -3 at -110. That's available.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's available at FanDuel right now. That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, you got first half and first quarter lines out there?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
Let me just see
I'll
if
keep
I can
back.
read
But this to me seems like up by 10 into 1, 12, 14 at half, and maybe, you know, sitting my guys in the end of the third type of shit. Because they're a better team, but to some reason they feel like they're on the same level.
Wow.
Due to what we've seen.
We don't have a first half yet.
Okay.
But we do have player props have just opened up. So did you want to know what Brogdon was?
Yeah, what are we looking at Brogdon? Because I don't see anybody on that court that can guard him. He has been scoring though, so it might be juiced.
It's 22.5 and it's heavily juiced, -122.
Yeah. See, they already know, because who's gonna stop him? He's gonna get 25. Let me see if I can shop around Jim. I'm not gonna jump into anything right now. No need to.
I hear what you're saying about Brogdon. All right, let's see what Wham has to say. So Dutch is locked in. Pacers -3, -110 at FanDuel. Dutch, if you want to add first half or anything else, just let me know tomorrow. Wham, what are you thinking?
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking early. I'm thinking first quarter, and I'm thinking Pacers as well. They allowed the season high most in that last game that we bet on, and 37 points in the first quarter. There has to be an emphasis in the defense in the first quarter to lock it down, actually get up, come out early. I think that is going to be a help there. And I still believe in Dougie McBuckets, Justin Holiday. We said it last time. They were shooting really good, had an off game. They didn't shoot that well. So this is another spot for them to have a favorable matchup, come out there and win. I'm not going to be real quick with this. I like the first quarter. You could lock me in as soon as we get to open up on it. I think they're going to win by at least 3 points in the first quarter.
Like that, Wham, my man.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, first game full. I'm thinking. Honestly, this game has me thinking first game, or first quarter, first half, full game.
I was just thinking that, and then as soon as I wrote it, I erased it because just because I don't losing.
Because you rather do that with the Pistons, motherfucker.
But it's about the opposition. But you're right. You're right. I mean,
think this might be a better spot, Jim.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. They've lost the last 2 point games by combined 45.
Yeah, and I just think like I don't really have too much faith in the bench of Pacers, but when you line it up against the Magic, I think this is a beautiful spot. To be honest with you, McDermott, what we have, I think we're running all the way nice here, and we're at home too. So I don't see why we don't take this spot.
All right, we move on, but a lot of action will be dropped on that Pacers here from all three of us, and possibly Brogdon props.